Good day, everyone. I'm Sir RG Leeson, your math tutoring guide on this exciting journey through the world of numbers. In this video, we will discuss all about multiplying rational algebraic expressions. So, before we proceed to our main lesson about multiplying rational algebraic expressions, let us recall first how do we multiply fractions. So, if we have a over b times c over d, all we need to do is just multiply the numerator by its numerator and denominator by its denominator. So, we have a times c, we have ac, and b times d, we have bd, where your b must not equal to 0 and your d must not equal to 0. So let's have an example. 3/5 times 2/5. So numerator times numerator, we have 6, and 5 times 5, we have 25. So 6 over 25. So that's the final answer because it can't be reduced to lowest term na. Next, we have 4/5 times 2/4. So we have numerator times numerator, 4 times 2, we have 8. 5 times 4, we have 20. Since it can be reduced, so their GCF is 4. Both of them can be divided by 4. So we have 8 divided 4, we have 2, and 20 divided 4, we have 5. So the reduced or the lowest term is 2/5. We have 4/3 times 5 over 7. We have 4 times 5, we have 20. 3 times 7, we have 21. Then 3/5 times 3. So 3 is a whole number, but we can change this one into fraction form into 3 over 1, right? So 3/5 times 3 over 1. So numerator times numerator, 3 times 3, we have 9, and 5 times 1, we have 5. So we have 9/5. So in multiplying rational algebraic expressions, we have P over Q times R over S. So P times R, we have PR, and Q times S, we have QS. Where your P, Q, and R and S are polynomial, and your Q must not equal to 0, and your S must not equal to 0. Now, there are several steps. You can use this one, but there are also steps also in multiplying rational algebraic expression. Like for example, you multiply the given polynomial first before factoring, but then this is the common way how to multiply rational algebraic expressions. So step number 1, we need to factor the numerator and denominator completely. 2, we need to divide or cancel out the common factors. 3, multiply the remaining terms, and 4, simplify it if possible. But then again, it's up to you. What is your most convenient way in how to simplify multiplying rational algebraic expressions? It's for you if you first factor and then divide, then multiply and then simplify, or multiply and then factor out, divide, and simplify. So for example, we have here 3x over 2y times y over 4. For me, the most convenient way on in multiplying rational algebraic expression and simplifying it is to multiply numerator and denominator by denominator first. So we have 3x times y, we have 3xy, then 2y times 4, we have 8y. And then find their GCMF. So their greatest common monomial factor is y. So divide both of them, both numerator and denominator, by y. So 3xy divide y is y, and 8y divide y is equals to 8. You can find the GCMF and then divide it, or you can directly simplify it by canceling y here, and then it's the same. You will get 3x over 8. Example number 2, we have x raised to 5 over 10 and 5 over x raised to 3. So for me, in my convenient way, is multiply first numerator by its numerator. So x raised to 5 times 5 is 5x raised to 5. 10 times x raised to 3, we have 10x cubed. And then find its GCMF. Their greatest common monomial factor is 5x cubed. So divide both numerator and denominator by 5x cubed. So 5x raised to 5 divide 5x raised to 3. We have x squared, and 10x cubed divide 5x cubed. We have 2. So the simplest form of the given expression is x squared over 2. Next, we have example number 3, 15y over 2y times 2y over 5x squared. So, multiply numerator by its numerator, we have 30y squared over 5y times 2y is 30y squared. 2y and 5x squared, we have 10x squared y. Their GCMF is 10y, so we need to divide both numerator and denominator by its GCMF. That is 10y. 30y squared divide 10y, we have 3y. And then 10x squared y divide 10y is x squared. Or, no, there is another way, no? So, by canceling its the same value, ang atbang niya nga value, guys. So, for example, here, 2y can be simplified by 2y. Their common is 2y. So, 2y divide 2y, cancel out. We have 1 and then 1. So, you can easily now simplify the given expression. So, 15y times 1, we have 15y. And then 1 times 5 times 5x squared is 5x squared. And then 15 divide 5. So, we have 3. And then 3y. 15y divide 5x squared, we have 3y over x squared. So, you will come up in the same answer. Again, it's up to you, your convenient way in how to simplify or to multiply rational algebraic expressions and then simplify it to its lowest term. Next, so there are different methods also in multiplying rational algebraic expressions, especially polynomials that can be factored or the rational algebraic expressions that can be factored out. So first, method 1, we have divide out the greatest common monomial factor or the GCMF after multiplying. So we have here an example, x squared minus 4 divided by over 2 times 4 over x minus 2. So for this one, so multiply. So we need to multiply first the numerator, x squared minus 4 times 4. So how to multiply this one? So we will use distributive property. X squared times 4 and then negative 4 times 4. And then for the denominator also 2 times x and then 2 times negative 2. So we have x squared, 4 times x squared, we have 4x squared. 4 times negative 4, we have negative 16. 2 times x, we have 2x. 2 times negative 2, we have negative 4. And then we need to factor the numerator. So recall square of binomial ni class, difference of two binomials, where 4x squared, the square root of 4x squared is 2x and the square root of 16 is 4. So that means we can factor this one into 2x minus 4 and then 2x plus 4. Since we have, we can cancel out the numerator in 2x minus 4 and 2x minus 4. So the remaining terms now, or the lowest term for this one, is 2x plus 4. Next, we have method 2, divide out the greatest common monomial factor, or the GCMF, before multiplying. So for this one, so we have here x minus 5 over x squared minus 7x plus 10 times x squared plus x minus 6 over 5. So first, no, in the previous example number 4, we multiply the numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator before, after multiplying. Now for here, we need to factor out first the given polynomials that can be factored. For example, we have x squared plus x minus 6. This can be factored. And x squared minus 7x plus 10 also. So for x squared plus x minus 6, so the factor for this one, so recall the general trinomial where your a is equal to 1. So we have x plus 3 times x minus 2. And for x squared minus 7x plus 10, so the factored form for this one is x minus 5 times x minus 2. Since, okay, again, let's go back here. So, why is it x plus 3 times x minus 2? No? Again, to recall the general trinomial where a is equal to 1, so we need to think to two integers that can you if you multiply the two integers, it will result to your last term, and then if you add the two integers, it will result to the middle term. So 3 times negative 2, we have negative 6, and then 3 plus negative 2, we have positive 1. That is 1x over there. And for this one, negative 5 times negative 2, we have positive 10. Negative 5 plus negative 2, we have negative 7. So now, if you look at the given expression here, copy the first numerator, which is x minus 5, and the factored form for x squared plus x minus 6, which is x plus 3 times x minus 2. And for the denominator, you write the factored form for x squared minus 7x plus 10, x minus 5 times x minus 2, and times 5. Okay, so since we have terms that can be simplified, or we can cancel this out, for example, x minus 5 and x minus 2 as well. So the remaining terms here are x plus 3 over 5. So that is the simplest form in multiplying the given rational algebraic expressions. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've learned something out of this lesson. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your grade 8 friends. Thank you so much again, and God bless everyone. Goodbye.